The project! I get so smiling. I get so smiling. I didn't think we were gonna get a project car this soon, but we got one. It's actually exactly what I was hoping for. I think in one of our earlier videos, I mentioned how I wanted a red coupe, and I found this beautiful piece. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It really is
It doesn't look
beautiful.
like
It may not look like much, but you know we got to put a notch in that. What is it? That restore column, right?
Yeah, or
You know?
rebuild.
Oh, is it rebuild? Maybe two. Maybe we
Maybe
can-
both. Maybe both. At the same
You
time.
know. So that's the whole point. So we're gonna tackle this project.
All right. So first thing we're going to go ahead and do is basically dismantle the entire front end to see what parts we're going to be replacing. So I think right off the bat we can tell we're going to need a fender. We're going to need a hood, bumper, grille, lights. Maybe is there an impact beam?
There's an impact beam, yeah,
below
definitely.
it. Maybe does it have any foam or anything like that?
There's a little bit of foam behind the actual the front bumper. So again, you know, we're in it for the surprise just as much as you guys are.
Exactly. So why don't you tell them a little bit about the car, and basically we're going to do a quick overview.
Okay. You know, it's funny because one of the things that caught my attention to this car, first of all, is if you're not seeing the front of it, it's in mint condition. Every panel is beautiful. Every corner of the interior is beautiful. I'm telling you, I have no clue how this car made it to auction without somebody like just yanking it from underneath us. So we were so fortunate that, you know, even the floor mats were included in the back. So, and that's pretty cool. You know, I never expected that. It was a pleasant surprise that it already had the M steering wheel that I just retrofitted on mine. So now I have two. So kind of cool. You know, I was kind of hoping to actually do the write-up on that one. So it you know, that kind of messed me up for a second there. But regardless, like I said, the interior is almost mint. There's a few little nicks and scratches that we may be picky, get picky a little bit in the future. But engine-wise, it actually runs. So I really drove it up in here, so the engine's still strong. So I'm telling you, so far, I think it's a good buy.
So good.
I think it's gonna be
Interior is
awesome.
in really good shape, too, right?
Yeah.
So
And
the leather's really good.
Yeah, and it's actually full leather. You know, I rocked the other, my 325 with the faux leather for the longest time until I replaced it with the M seats. But this one has the factory leather seats, and they just need a little conditioning. But
yeah, so far so good. I think,
Yeah.
we're in good shape. Also, it seems to be lowered. We don't know. I think at some point
well,
we're gonna.
I actually checked the VIN on
did
this,
you?
and it
Okay.
did come with the M Sport suspension.
There you go.
So
that's our conclusion.
Yeah.
We kind of hypothesized that might be the case.
Yeah, I thought it had
think
some
makes
lowering
perfect
springs,
sense.
but it was actually the M Sport suspension. So
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
that's pretty nice. So yeah, so next we're gonna see.
Shift not wheel,
Shift.
sports package.
I'm
pretty
telling
much,
you,
yeah,
I think this may actually become our M platform.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it.
Never know where this might take us, but so far, maybe this will be my M platform.
All right,
I don't know.
so I guess let's get to it.
Yes!
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so I think we've identified most of the damage in the car. We've taken out all the busted pieces out. We realized that pretty much the whole right side here, or left side, I guess, according
Driver's
to
side.
driver's side. Yeah, the driver's side area seems to be pretty clean. You can see the bumper, the bumper's crush.
The impact bar.
Impact bar, yeah. The impact bar is like brand new, but once we kind of pan over to this side, you're going to see where the majority of the damage is. The most concerning damage would be that the impact bar here bent the radiator frame here, and we do have a little bit of frame damage down here, so we need to find a way to kind of move this, I believe, down and out a little bit to kind of get this back in line. Same thing with this fender, where we noticed that there was a little bit of a crush right here, and it kind of tilted inward and towards the engine a little bit. So we're going to need to find a way to move this out a little bit. But other than that, and maybe this area that we need to reshape in order to be able to screw in our last headlight holder down here. Everything looks pretty good. I mean, I think the biggest surprise was actually that the dryer here line was bent over, but the AC is working beautifully still. So, it's kind of nice that that survived, although we'll probably need to drain out all the Freon to be able to finish the actual fix here. Alright, so this is pretty much the general gist of the parts we're going to be looking at. Main one here, we're going to need a whole new front bumper, including the impact bar here that was completely bent. So I hope to eventually put a M3 style bumper, but we'll need to be able to get one of these so we can get the impact bar off of it. The fender, which again is crushed, so we're going to need to get a new one. Same thing for the nose panel and the kidneys. That's gone, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Anything related to the fan blades, everything, so we're going to need a new fan housing there. The lights, we have one that was completely shattered and one that doesn't work, so most likely we'll need to get a set. Or I may get fancy and just get some Euro lenses for it, so because I like my glass lenses. And all the plastic covers, like here, under the radiator, on top of the radiator. So overall, not too bad in terms of the parts department. This is something that we can probably pick up to our local junkyard pretty quickly. So that's not an issue. So the biggest hurdle is still just the frame damage that we're going to be tackling soon, hopefully.
On the next episode of The Build Bros. Alright, we are at our local parts yard.
Loaner car coming up.